Hello, my friends. Welcome to a new lesson. Today, we have an important topic: how to learn English without taking classes. Maybe you don't have time to go to school. Maybe English classes are too expensive. Or maybe you just like learning by yourself. Good news! You can still learn English. You don't need a teacher. You don't need a classroom. You just need the right method and daily practice. And I will show you how. By the end of this lesson, you will have a simple plan to improve your English every day. No school, no stress, no big costs, just smart learning. Are you ready to start your English journey? Let's begin. Many people think you need a teacher and a classroom to learn English. They believe learning alone is too hard. But that's not true. You can learn English without classes. You just need the right method. Think about how babies learn a language. Do they study grammar? Do they do homework? No. They listen, copy, and practice. Step by step, they start speaking. You can do the same. The secret is to surround yourself with English every day. You don't need expensive books or a school. You just need to make English part of your daily life. And the best part? It's easier than you think. Let's go step by step. The first thing you need to do is make English a part of your everyday life. This will help you learn faster. Here's how you can do it. Start by changing your phone and computer settings to English. This will make you see English words every time you use your phone or computer. It's a small change, but it helps a lot. Next, listen to English music and podcasts while doing daily activities. You can listen to music when you're cooking, cleaning, or exercising. Podcasts are also a great way to hear natural English conversations. Try to focus on the words and phrases you hear. Watch movies and TV shows in English. You can watch them with or without subtitles. If you use subtitles, try reading them while also listening to the English words. This will help you understand better and learn new words. Watching movies is fun, and it's a good way to practice English. Another great way to learn is by reading books, articles, or social media posts in English. You can start with easy books or articles and then move to more difficult ones as you get better. Reading helps you see how words are used in sentences, which will help you learn more vocabulary. The more you hear and see English, the faster you will learn. Try to surround yourself with English as much as possible. You don't have to be in a classroom to learn. Every time you listen, watch, or read something in English, you are practicing and improving. Keep doing this every day, and you will see progress. Listening is one of the best ways to learn English. When you listen a lot, your brain gets used to the sounds of the language. You start to understand words, phrases, and even grammar without studying too much. Think about how babies learn a language. They don't study grammar rules. They don't read textbooks. They listen to people around them. They hear words again and again. Then, they start to understand. Finally, they start to speak. You can do the same. The more you listen to English, the more natural it will feel. Start with slow and clear English. If English is too fast, it can feel difficult. Start with slow and clear English. Try podcasts made for English learners. Listen to audiobooks for children. The words are simple and easy to understand. Some good podcasts for beginners are The English We Speak and ESL Pod. Watch YouTube videos in English. Find videos with subtitles. First, watch with subtitles in your language. Then, watch with English subtitles. When you feel ready, try watching without subtitles. Listen to English music. Choose songs with simple words. Try to understand the lyrics. Sing along. This will help your pronunciation. Some good songs for learning English are Imagine by John Lennon and Hello by Adele. Repeat what you hear. This is called the shadowing technique. Listen to a short sentence. Pause the audio. Repeat the sentence exactly how you heard it. This helps you improve pronunciation and fluency. Listen while doing other things. Play English audio while cleaning, cooking, or exercising. Your brain will absorb the language naturally. Even if you don't understand everything, keep listening. At first, it may feel difficult. That's okay. Keep listening every day. Little by little, you will understand more. One day, you will realize that English sounds easy. So start today. Listen, listen, and listen some more. Speaking English every day is important for improving your fluency. You don't need a teacher or a speaking partner to practice. You can speak by yourself. Even if you don't have anyone to talk to, you can still practice. The key is to speak as much as you can. Start by talking to yourself in English. It may feel strange at first, but it's a great way to practice. When you wake up in the morning, think about your plans for the day in English. For example, you can say, "Today, I will go to work and then visit a friend." It doesn't matter if your sentences are simple. The more you speak, the better you will get. You can also talk to yourself about your day. After work or school, think about what you did during the day and describe it in English. For example, you can say, "I had lunch with my friend. We ate pizza. Then I went to the gym." This will help you build your vocabulary and practice speaking in full sentences. Another way to practice speaking is to describe what you see around you. If you are outside, talk about what you see in English. For example, if you're walking in the park, you can say, "I see a lot of trees. The sky is blue. There are people walking their dogs." This helps you practice using different words and phrases. You can also record your voice and listen to how you sound. This will help you hear if you are pronouncing words correctly. If you make mistakes, don't worry. Listen to the recording and try to fix the mistakes next time. This will help you improve your speaking skills. If you want to practice speaking with other people, you can try using online language exchange apps like HelloTalk or Tandem. These apps connect you with people from around the world who are learning your language, and you can help each other practice. You can text, call, or even video chat with people, which is a great way to practice speaking English in real conversations. Another way to practice speaking is to join speaking clubs or online communities. There are many websites where you can find groups of people who want to practice English. These groups meet online and talk about different topics. Some of these groups even have scheduled meetings where you can practice speaking with others. Look for groups that match your level of English so you feel comfortable speaking. The most important thing is to start speaking every day. The more you speak, the more confident you will become. Even if you make mistakes, keep going. Mistakes are part of the learning process. Over time, you will become more comfortable speaking English. Don't be afraid to speak, even if you don't feel confident. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a new language. The key is to keep practicing. If you are not sure about a word or phrase, look it up and practice saying it again. Soon you will start to speak more naturally and feel less nervous. Practice speaking in different situations. For example, if you are at the grocery store, practice saying things like, I need to buy apples, or how much is this? These small sentences help you practice speaking English in real-life situations. You can also practice speaking with your friends and family. If they speak English, ask them to talk with you in English. If they don't, ask them to help you practice. You can also use online tools like voice assistants, e.g. Siri, Google Assistant, to practice speaking. Ask the voice assistant questions in English and listen to the responses. You don't need to be perfect right away. It's okay to make mistakes. The more you practice speaking, the more you will improve. You can also use apps and websites that help you with speaking practice, such as Speechling or Elsa Speak. These tools help you practice your pronunciation and give feedback to improve. Remember, the goal is to speak every day. Start with simple sentences, and as you get more comfortable, try more complex ones. Don't worry if you don't understand everything right away. Keep speaking and listening, and soon you will start to feel more confident. The more you practice, the easier it will become. So, make speaking a part of your daily routine. Even if you don't have someone to speak with, there are plenty of ways to practice alone. Talk to yourself, describe what you see, and use online tools to connect with other learners. The more you speak, the better your English will get. So, what are you waiting for? Start speaking today, and you'll see your English improve quickly. Learning new words can be fun and easy. You don't need to memorize long lists of words. Instead, you can learn words in a way that helps you remember them better. One of the best ways is to learn words in sentences. For example, instead of just learning the word apple, you can learn the sentence, "I like eating apples." This way, you remember the word and also how to use it in a sentence. It's more useful because you can start using it right away in real conversations. You can also use flashcards to help you remember new words. Flashcards are cards with a word on one side and the meaning or picture on the other side. You can make your own flashcards or use apps like Anki or Quizlet. These apps make learning fun by showing you words over and over until you remember them. When you see a word you don't remember, the app will show it to you again, so you can practice until you get it right. Writing a daily journal in English is another great way to learn new words. You don't have to write long paragraphs, just one sentence a day. For example, you can write, "Today I went to the park and saw a dog." This will help you practice using new words in your writing. It's a good way to remember the words and use them in context. Plus, it helps you practice your grammar, too. You don't have to make learning new words boring. There are many fun ways to learn. You can play word games, use apps, or even learn by watching your favorite shows or movies in English. For example, if you hear a new word in a movie, write it down and try to use it in a sentence. The more you use the word, the easier it will be to remember. You can also learn words by reading. When you read books, articles, or social media posts in English, you will see many new words. Try to read something you enjoy, like a story or a topic that interests you. When you come across a word you don't know, look it up and write it down. Then, use it in your journal or practice saying it out loud. This will help you remember it better. Another fun way to learn new words is by labeling things around your house. Put sticky notes on objects with the English word for that object. For example, put a sticky note on your door that says door, or on your fridge that says fridge. When you see these words, you will start to remember them. It's a simple way to surround yourself with English every day. You can also learn words by talking to others. When you speak with a language partner or in a group, try to use the new words you've learned. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. The more you speak and use new words, the more you will remember them. If you don't know a word, try to describe it in English. For example, if you don't know the word dog, you can say, "It's an animal that barks." This will help you practice speaking and remembering words. Another fun way to learn is to play word games. There are many apps and websites where you can play games to learn new words. These games are fun and also help you remember words in a relaxed way. You can play games like word search, crossword puzzles, or even memory games. These games make learning fun and less stressful. Finally, make sure to review the words you learn regularly. Repeating words and sentences helps you remember them. If you learn a new word today, try to use it tomorrow. Practice it in different sentences or situations. The more you practice, the easier it will be to remember and use the words. Learning new words doesn't have to be hard. With these simple tips, you can learn new words every day and have fun doing it. Just remember to use the words in sentences, play games, write in your journal, and talk to others. The more you practice, the better your English will become. Keep it fun, and you'll see great results. Reading and writing are great ways to improve your English. They help you remember new words and grammar naturally. You don't need to spend hours doing these activities. Even 10 minutes a day can make a big difference. Start by reading books, blogs, or news articles in English. If you are just starting, choose easy books or articles. You can find books that are written for beginners. As you get better, you can start reading more difficult books. This will help you learn new words and see how sentences are structured in English. If you like, you can read blogs or news stories online. These are also good for learning English. Start with blogs or news in simple English, and then try reading more complex ones. It's good to read topics that interest you. For example, if you like sports, try reading sports news in English. If you love cooking, find food blogs in English. This way, you will enjoy learning and reading at the same time. When you read, try to pay attention to new words. If you don't understand a word, look it up in a dictionary. Write it down in a notebook along with its meaning. This will help you remember the word for the next time you see it. You can also write the word in a sentence to practice using it. For example, if you learn the word apple, you can write, "I eat an apple every day." Reading helps you understand how sentences are built. This makes it easier for you to speak and write correctly. As you keep reading, you will start to recognize how English grammar works. This will help you when it's your turn to write or speak. Writing every day is also important. You don't have to write a long essay. Just write a few short messages or social media posts in English. For example, you can write a short message to a friend saying, "I went to the park today. It was sunny." This is a great way to practice what you've learned and use new words in real sentences. You can also keep a notebook where you write down new words and their meanings. Every time you learn a new word, write it in your notebook. This will help you remember the word better. Try to use the new words in your writing or in conversations with others. Even if you only have 10 minutes, it's enough to make a big difference. You can read a short article or write a small message in English. Try to do this every day. It doesn't matter how long you practice, as long as you do it regularly. The more you read and write, the better your English will become. Don't forget that reading and writing are great ways to learn new words. They also help you get used to English sentence structure. The more you read, the more you will understand how English works. And the more you write, the more you will practice using the words and grammar you've learned. So, start reading and writing every day. It's a fun and simple way to improve your English. You can do it. Thinking in English is a powerful way to improve your language skills. It helps you stop translating from your native language to English, which can make speaking and understanding faster and easier. Start small and try to think in English during your daily activities. When you wake up in the morning, think about your day in English. For example, you can think, "What will I do today?" Or, "I will go to work. Then I will meet my friends." This helps your brain start the day in English. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just try to form simple thoughts in English. Next, when you see an object, name it in English. For example, if you see a table, think, "This is a table." If you see a car, think, "That is a car." This helps you remember words and use them in real-life situations. You can do this with anything around you: food, furniture, animals, or even people. The more you practice, the easier it will be to recognize English words quickly. At night, before going to sleep, think about your day in English. You can think, "What did I do today?" Or, "How did my day go?" This helps you practice using English in different ways. Try to think about everything that happened during the day, like your work, your lunch, or the people you met. This practice will make you feel more comfortable using English in your mind. The goal is to train your brain to think in English, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. When you think in English, you won't need to translate from your native language. This will make speaking English easier and faster. You don't need to do it perfectly. Just start small. Even if you only think in English for a few minutes each day, it will make a big difference over time. The more you practice thinking in English, the more natural it will feel. You will start thinking in English without even trying. As you keep practicing, you will notice that speaking and understanding English will become easier. It might feel strange at first, but don't give up. With time, your brain will get used to thinking in English. This will help you become more fluent and confident in speaking. So, try to think in English whenever you can. Start with simple thoughts in the morning, name objects around you, and reflect on your day at night. The more you do this, the more fluent you will become. Keep practicing, and soon thinking in English will be a natural part of your daily life. Learning a new language takes time, but you don't need a teacher to be successful. The most important part is to enjoy the process. When you have fun, it feels easier, and you will learn faster. So, let's talk about how to make learning English enjoyable. One of the best ways to make learning fun is by watching funny English videos. There are so many videos online that can teach you English while making you laugh. You can watch TV shows, movies, or funny YouTube videos. When you watch videos, you not only practice listening, but you also learn new words and phrases. Plus, laughing will make you feel good and make learning less stressful. Another fun way to learn English is by playing games or solving puzzles. You can find many online games that teach English. These games are often easy and fun, and they help you learn new words and practice grammar. You can also play puzzles like crosswords or word search puzzles in English. This is a great way to improve your vocabulary while having fun. Singing along with your favorite English songs is another fun way to practice. Singing helps with pronunciation and can also help you remember new words. If you love music, this is a great way to practice speaking and listening. Try to sing along with the lyrics and pay attention to the way words sound. You can also learn the meanings of the words in the songs, which will help you understand English better. The more fun you have, the faster you will improve. Learning doesn't have to be hard or boring. If you enjoy the process, you will want to keep practicing, and that is how you will get better. Don't forget to celebrate small victories, like understanding a new song or watching a video in English without subtitles. Now, let's talk about why you can do it. Learning English without classes is completely possible, and you are already on the right track. You've already started, and that's the most important thing. Every time you practice, you get a little bit better. Keep going, and you will reach your goals. Remember, you don't need a school to learn. You just need to create the right habits. Listening, speaking, reading, and writing every day will help you become fluent. These habits don't have to be perfect at first. Just keep practicing, and you will see progress. The most important thing is to never give up. You will face challenges along the way, but don't let them stop you. Every time you feel frustrated, remember why you started. Learning English will open many doors for you. It will help you make new friends, get a better job, and experience new cultures. Now, I have a challenge for you. Choose one of the steps we talked about today and start practicing today. Maybe you can start by watching a funny English video or singing a song. Whatever you choose, just start now. The more you practice, the more you will learn. If you found this lecture helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more easy English learning tips. I love sharing tips that can help you become better at English, and your support helps me keep making more lessons. Now, I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, what's your favorite way to learn English? Do you like watching videos, playing games, or something else? I'd love to know how you learn best. All right, my friends, that's all for today. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. You have the power to learn English, and I believe in you. See you soon in the next lesson.